Hello there, and welcome back to my Cobalt Core Let's Play series. This is my series where I try to get a hardest win with each of the 56 total crew combinations, and today I got Dizzy, Drake, and Cat. For this team, I'm going to go with the Jupiter just because both Drake and Cat have some pretty strong attacks that, get multiplied by the amount of Jupiter drones you have on the field at the time. Okay. For the reroute power option, I recommend losing the 1 max shield. Yes, you do have Dizzy, but Drake really wants the extra hull for something like Hell's Heart in case you get it. And then for any overheat strategies you have mid-row objects guaranteed each turn because you're running the Jupiter. So that can deal with a lot of attacks, and then debris is very rough. It also gets in the way of the main strategy where you just go to EMP Slug B and then you just spam 5 attack damage as much as possible to win. So yeah, the best option here is remove 2 cards. I think the second best is probably remove a card and then gain 1 of 3, and hopefully you get an exhausting card. But I think for now, I'm just going to gain a common artifact. It's an okay thing. It might be useful, it might not. The other thing with Type A is you might get EMP Slug A when you would rather get EMP Slug B. But we'll gain that. Pressure Fuse, it's a card. In fact, I'm going to specifically get that online right away. That way for all my future fights, I get that extra damage. Okay. Flashpoint? Yeah, we'll go with a heat build. Let's see here. Yeah, I guess I can go with an event. Damage just to get through a fight quickly. We'll probably need it for one of these 2 fights. Jumbo being the one I'm most concerned about. And then yeah, my main goal for right now is to get Flashpoint up to strong as it can be. I don't mind the just end your turn effect, just because that's probably the last card I want to play anyways. Ooh, Echo. I'm going to pick up Whiplash though, just because the 2 damage is pretty nice, and also being able to move. Yep. That forces the enemy to dodge. Yep, reroute. Oh, reroute does not force a dodge, but this at least does. Easy win. We don't want heatsink, we want even more hull. Here and here is a strong start. I don't want admin deploy, I don't want to accidentally exhaust Jupiter Moon. And then hit, and then I'll do 3 extra damage. I suppose Pressure Fuse is going to be better with Flashpoint because I can gain an extra damage per Jupiter drone. Good. I suppose I could have done extra damage with basic shot. Okay, what do we get here? Explosive Slug, yes please. Next gen insulation, that is also nice. It allows me to get some extra hull or heat and just hold it there. Quick thinking. And then spacer. I'm gonna hold for now. And then my main goal is to get Explosive Slug and then line these two up with the... Never mind, I forgot we had Pressure Fuse. This just wins. Yeah, Spike 2 is weak against overheat effects. Solar Flare. Again, it's more heat. Adaptive Plating is more hull. Okay. I can probably get through this fight without using Imperial Blast. Rightmost card. In case I need to use Solar Flare for whatever reason, I will have access to it. Options. Hit. And I win. Nothing here is too appealing. And then ion converters for the extra shield it will sometimes provide. And then upgrade a card. So here, upgrading to Flashpoint B is a decent option. The 2 extra damage per attack is a nice benefit. Solar Flare B for the extra heat is nice. I'm gonna go with the Explosive Slug B though, just for the extra 2 damage and heat. Since that's essentially a net gain of 3. Might as well use Heatsink right now. And then I'm going to get Basic Dodge. I think that's more important than thinning my deck. And yeah, 14 damage is good enough for this fight. Does Riggs provide anything? I guess Evasive Shot. Yeah. Okay, we still win anyways. Cool. None of those are... Well, Stun Source is, yes, nice if you can get it on here. The problem is we do not have the energy to pay for it. And here, I'm not struggling the most with energy, but Thermal Reactor does give me heat. Yeah, let's just go all in on heat. This isn't like the best strategy. I still think going for EMP Slug B is probably better. And then yeah, dice roll. Just try to get some extra damage. We're overheating anyways. And then yes, I want to take more damage. Just because I want Pressure Fuse to activate and give me that extra point of damage. Acid Cannon, that's another good one with a Jupiter build, because each Jupiter can provide one corrode. But for now... Yeah, I'm just looking to get heat, so I'm going to keep upgrading my cards. This is 2 extra heat. Ooh, if I can get Time Stop with a cat, that would be nice. I'll go reroute, just give myself some movement options. Block that attack. Bolt for now, I don't want to deal with panic. I'm fine with losing the shield. Oh. Yeah, at this point I kind of just have to go for damage. The 8 isn't horrible. And then, yep, I'm taking another hull. This will cause me to overheat. And then, oh, flashpoint is, no. Okay, there we go. I am at half hull, so I get pressure fuse now. Okay, some awkward turns. Ventilator. I could use it for an infinite potentially. It's tricky. I'll pick it up. Let's see here. And then, yeah, let's just keep removing cards. We don't need basic shot. We just need our 2 main damage dealers. Sasha, I don't know what artifact I could get, but I won't say no to one. Oh, we just win here. Never mind, I forgot auto dodge was a thing. Hit. Okay, next turn we should get there. Yeah. Okay. Oh, you never want to take the ball just because you want Jupiter drones to survive. Shield memory, not that good. Rebound reagent, I think, is actually pretty good here as we're low on hull, and this helps us deal with overheating. Shaft emitters is also a good consideration, especially as we still have to get through the Act 2 boss. And then here, I'm not really scared of the elites. I kind of just go through turns quickly. I'm gonna get rid of Corrupted Core. I'll leave math.max at 0 for a later turn. Bolt. Ventilator. That way I get 2 Jupiter drones. Or at the very least, 1 that I can use. I almost got it. Still, rebound reagent made it so I didn't lose a hull of that fight. We don't need a second EMP Slug. Stun Caliber, there we go. That is one of the best artifacts we can get, as now Explosive Slug can just stun. And we have 2 stun cards. Reroll. And yeah, just deal some extra damage. Okay, yeah. Let's have some fun. So that is a 12 damage card. Of course, the caveat is you make sure that you will end the fight when you play it. here. I think just using Explosive Slug right now is fine. We get through almost the entire health bar. Oh. Yep, I guess I'll scramble, and then I'll deal the 9. There we go. This should be enough. Yeah. We almost heal to full. That's fine. Shield bursts, just to help us deal when we play Hell's Heart. And now the goal is to get to the Cobalt while surviving. Dice roll can potentially deal a ton of damage. Unfortunate turn. Okay, I just want to point out, this being at 15... Okay, pressure fuse makes it 15. Damage is a quarter of the Cobalt's entire health pool. Yeah, the question is how we get there. I think I'm just going to upgrade this real quick. That way, Flashpoint is stronger, and then we're going to go through the Tamer route. I don't want to end up dying from a... what's it called? I don't want... Oh, die from an elite. That's what I was thinking. And then I just want to thin out my deck at this point. We don't need block shot, and then we don't need basic shot. Okay. Hit. I'm not too concerned about hull, considering what we are about to do. There we go. We'll redraw our Jupiter Moon. Okay, we'll lose 1. Please center on me. Okay, well, no, the game did what I asked. Okay, this is fine. Oh, second solar flare. Standby mode is... I might get some use out of it. I can't really deal with this turn too well. Oh, I should not have played that. Okay. There we go. Some extra Jupiter moons are going to be useful. And that should be the fight. Prism, that's another card I would have considered earlier, but as we are a fight away from the Cobalt, I am going to ignore its existence. Yes, or flare here's just a decent idea. Okay. I thought max. Yeah, I said that before I even clicked on the card, but yeah, I thought max is one of the cards we wanted, just because we can get a lot of heat sources quickly. And then I am hoping we didn't get this attack again. Hand Cannon is another card that's nice with Jupiter, since this is a retain card, which is useful. Okay, this is what we use this card for. Yes, I lose a hull, but now Duncan here got left at 3 hull, which is easy to do or take care of. We don't need more Drake cards. I'll take hull plating, as that's an extra 3 damage. And then we don't need basic shot at all. Yeah, we have everything we want upgraded. Okay. New quest. Survive. So, ideally, if we get 4 of these to be able to hit, we win. Do solar flare. Reroute just for the movement. Flashpoint actually gets me off to the side. I'm going to lose a hull here and a Jupiter drone. 2 Jupiter drones? Oh, that's rough. Explosive Slug. We'll stun that. Shift everything over to the right. Flashpoint. Get me there. Okay, I just need 1 Hell's Heart and I get there. Ventilator. Oh, I'm not going to be able to draw it in time. Well, I'm getting to reround. Getting some extra shield. And we win without our funny card. Aw, that's a shame. But yeah, I think this was a showcase on just how strong EMP Slug B is on this ship, as I was actively going for other stuff, and this card still won us the game and a lot of other fights as well, because 5 damage is a lot. Pressure fuse making it into 6 was a moderate increase, but still, 5 damage is a lot. It also stuns the column as well, so the Jupiter drone won't die as well, which is an extra benefit. And then, even with all the overheat I had, I still really wasn't ever concerned about my hull throughout this run. So yeah, if you want to win with Drake, a Jupiter drone plus EMP Slug B is a route you can go with. Stun Caliber is another good one. It makes Explosive Slug a much more valuable card because it can now stun with you getting the B upgrade. Seer is another nice card with this team comp because it stuns automatic. No, the B upgrade makes it stun on its own without a use of an artifact. And then Flashpoint, it's a bit more of a meme card. It's not excitingly great, but it is a little decent. And then solar flare helped us get through some fights. Ventilator was just there in case I got I forgot what the card's called. I know exactly which one it is. Cards rarity. Oh, one more thing down. Thermal battery. There we go. Yeah, that's in case I want to go for an infinite with thermal battery A or B. Actually, just because we had I was about to say thermal battery, like the none upgrade would still work, but no. Just because the ventilator would have canceled out any heat gain you've got. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any comments on how I could have played better or how I could improve this channel, feel free to leave a comment down below. And I hope you guys have a nice day. Take care.